sorry?
I think you're using a different name today. I'm not sure. I'm feeling a different name.
No, I always use the
Oh,
same though.
okay. No problem. Thank you.
Thank you. We
Sure.
appreciate everything you're doing. And
You're most welcome.
sometimes,
Most
some
welcome.
of the questions may, and like you're saying, people are hurt. People have lost so much, and some people have lost the very little that they had because they trusted it was going to bring something. And people can get emotional. That's fine. I'm okay with that. But
Thank you.
I just want us to move forward.
No
Cry,
problem.
wipe your tears, and move on.
Indeed. Indeed. Thanks,
Thank
Mrs.
you.
Beth.
Thank you, sir.
Shiraz, buddy, go ahead.
Okay, okay, so what I'll do, I'll get straight to the point because I am conscious of the time. So, reading through some of the comments, reading and listen to what you guys are saying. So, one thing that's really, really vital, I think it's important, is what you put yourself online. Rory just really picked up Danny the Heck, who is obviously came on this call, and we don't know what his intentions are. And the reason why I'm just picking him out is there's this telegram of the VidiLook lawsuit. Okay, it was set for a different purpose. Now it's hijacked by him. Now he's left, and so forth. So I think people need to ask themselves, what is the ulterior motive? What is the purpose of having these group chats? And what I believe, this is my personal opinion, okay, is Rory is trying to give consensus. I think go Google this word, ladies and gentlemen. if you when you go look into this word, you'll find out Rory is not the it's going to try and collect your funds and then have a jolly good time, like he rightly said. He's trying to give power to everybody else. So I think if everyone looks up the word consensus, and then they'll realize what this thing's about. Second point, this is the last thing I'll say this to you now, is the we can complain, we can excuse my language, bitch, we can do all of that. It's not a problem, but we need to be extra careful in how we communicate to our team. It's a very fragile state. Okay, people are hurt, people are upset, so we need to show a bit of decorum and politeness because at the end of the day, and you may feel that way, then call your upline. That's what your upline's there for. You call your upline. Don't call people in your team and have a massive complaining fest. Call your upline. Call speak to Kel, Rory, or whoever, right? Because at the end of the day, you want to get that negativity out of the way, so you can have a logical mind when coming to this. So it's these calls, yes, is important, and it's important we vent how we feel, we express how we feel. Emotions are very, very important, but we also have to understand that we speak to an existence, right? We also have to understand that whatever we put out there can come into fruition. What we don't want to do is start being negative and being hateful and vindictive and all these nasty words. Rather, okay, we express it to someone else, move on, right? And I believe what Rory and Kel and the nature of this call is to provide solutions. So I am looking at the questions in the Zoom chat, and it's funny that some people are actually putting other opportunities in there, which, anyway, that's quite funny to see. But anyway, Kel and Rory, you did a great job. So I'm gonna end off here now.
Thank you, sir. June, we have one more hand after June, and then we will proceed to close the call.
Gail, thank you for acknowledging my hand and also putting this Zoom together. I really want to extend appreciation to Rory for the groundwork and the grunt work for getting this consensus project together, because, a lot of us were wondering what steps next, how to do it, and how can it be done. But I'm grateful to know that there are so many diverse skill sets within our community, and I'm grateful that you have taken the initiative, with Sean and with Trez and with others to try to get this done. There are folks who have had concern. Yes, there was a talk of lawsuits brought up, but the concern was that it was going to take years and the lawyers was going to take all the money. But as you have shared, that there are ways around that, because one of my concerns is the UAE protecting Sam Lee. But I'm grateful that you have made the connections and you've gone behind the scenes. I even mentioned, perhaps contacting a white hat to try to, hack his information and try to get our stuff back. But you're going the legal route, and I'm happy for that. And I would encourage all of us to, even if we tell 2 people about this, that is going to get the word out. And we don't have to try to convince them. Have them watch the video of Truth, Lies, and Videotape and see for themselves all the accounting that has been done. You know, he said, if someone fools me once, it's on me. But if they fool me twice, it's on them. But if they fool me twice, it's on me. And we've been fooled multiple times, and we have to take, you know, it's terrible for us to think that as intelligent beings as we are, that we can be duped like this. But we have to recognize that this is a master manipulator and accept what has been done. But now it's time to take action. And collectively, with one finger, we can't do anything. But if we make a fist, we can pack a punch. So let's pack this punch and let it land where it needs to land. You know, we don't have to have malice or animosity for someone to allow them to be accountable for their actions. This is about accountability. This is not about hating anybody or shaming anybody. It's about holding someone accountable for the damage and the actions that were done. So thanks again for allowing me this time.
You're welcome. Jamil.
Hey, hey, what's good, everyone? Appreciate the opportunity to speak. You know, I've been listening to some of the people that have spoken before me, and one of the things that stood out to me most was what Mrs. Best said, and she almost said it best, but I just want to add to what she said about some of the leaders not receiving any profit or funds themselves, which brings me right on cue to what I really want to ask Rory. You know, in a circus, there's never one performer. Sam might have been pulling the main strings, but what about the others? Usually, when you're trying to get to the head of the snake, you might have to control the body before you get the head. Are the other big leaders that were supporting him in propagating this nonsense going to be brought to accountability as well? Or are we just going after the head of the snake for accountability? Because quite frankly, on some of the other much earlier, you know, I'm not inciting any violence or anything. I just want to make that clear. But some of the other chats previously, other leaders were mentioned about their locations. And so I thought that was quite harsh. But usually those are the ones that are going to end up confessing in the end or saying what's true from what's not true. Do you understand? But, you know, I wish I could say what I really want to say, but obviously I'm not going to say that. But the truth of the matter is, these other leaders that were around Sam need to be squeezed. They need to be squeezed so that you know,
let me answer that.
Truth comes out.
Okay, let me answer that, Jamil. And again, I've got to be very selective on what I say because unfortunately, we have Danny DeHick in the house. And hello, Danny. I wish you would reach out to me before you put things out that are not true and all assumptions about me. And, you know, I think you would get a lot of support from the community if you actually did it the right way. But the way that you go about and just plastering us all over the show without actually even engaging with us to get the truth, for me, is not the right way to do it. Jamil, to answer your question, it's not for me to judge those other leaders. They're not formal employees of the business. I can only be accountable for what I know and what I participate. And I think Sean and I were, you know, I took the, you know, being close to that operation, working closely with Conrad and working and finding solutions. These solutions we put forward weren't necessarily implemented the way they should have been. And there was a lot of direction taken. And we were working very closely with Conrad. I don't think any of the leaders intentionally went out to mislead anybody. If you're referring to a couple of other people, yes, they were very supportive of Sam in their case because they truly believed Sam was doing a lot of good. There's other things that Sam has done that is very good. You know, supporting community, doing things, donations, a whole bunch of other stuff. Maybe those people's view of Sam is shattered now. but I'm here to get justice first from the company and from the people that where the money sits or what's happened, and get to the truth. Those people will make their decisions in time what they want to do, and I believe that the community or team will judge them on their actions of what they want to do. I know a lot of them have helped their community, and that goes, I don't want to mention names, but I know a lot of the people have actually gone and, tried to help them financially and do things. There's a lot of good leaders here. They really care about their communities. But the best way to probably assess that is to see where they stand and what they want to do going forward. And for me, it's about getting to the truth, as Kel said. Get to the truth. Let's get the transparency. Let's get the confirmation so we can get closure or get our funds back and then move forward. And judging by what the article that was published and Sam saying that he wants to quickly work on some solutions, the reason that's happening is because what we know is available to move forward on. He knows that there's a timeline before things can move forward. And that's really it, Jamil. So I'm not going to put any other leader down and hold and say that I'm going to go after them. I'm going after what we decide as a community to do, number one, and as leaders. And I think we need to be very spearheaded and focused here. And let's go after the corporation that has duped so many people for so many long, and also the real information where we've got right now with regards to, the VideoLooks beta live, all the detail, all the legal stuff that's in our favor. That's what we need to, because once you've got the one can open, the other cans will start opening up as well. So we're going to be razor focused here.
So just the last thing, what am I right in saying that from the last Zoom that he was on when he was, trying to appear all formal, it sounded like he's trying to take a step back from everything and slip out the back door.
A step back. Yeah, Jamil,
right,
he has.
So
he's basically saying that he's not doing this anymore. He's put another guy, I think, what's his name, Kel? Roberto? Roberto?
I heard correctly.
Robert or something.
So who? Name right there.
Yeah, I tried to find a recording of the session. But yes, he's put somebody in between, I think.
Petro. Yeah.
Petro, that's it, Petro.
Yeah.
Right,
so he's now basically, I don't know where Vivek is. I get no responses on that. I did get that response from Sam Lee, by the way, on one of our discussion groups saying, we'll get to the truth. So I think there was a Sam in this group as well, Kel. It might even be Sam Lee himself. But, for me, I've got nothing to hide, guys. I've got nothing to hide. I just want to get to the truth. And I'm not going to sit here and not do something. And at least if we cannot collectively get 10% of the people that are affected with VideoLook, then the community has spoken, then move on. But I can at least say that we've, as leaders, given every single person an opportunity to go and get their funds back or to get justice or be able to put their head on their pillow. Do you know how much money has been taken? And I use the word taken literally.
Did you tell us?
Lost.
So maybe I missed that.
I'm not going to say on this forum. But I can tell you what it would certainly go a long way to making people right. And this is not just about VideoLook, and this is not just about VAV. This is about a principle of an abused community that was pulled in here and has been plundered over and over again through lies. And we just want the truth, and the truth must come out. That's it. And
absolutely.
That's worth something to me.
I appreciate your response, and I appreciate the work you guys are doing. I'm fully behind and supporting of what you guys are doing. And I don't mean to be funny or rude. I probably, I'm just you've given me some level of hope, more than my current football team are doing right now, that I'm about to watch match of the day, from what happened on Saturday. But thank you very much once again, guys. Thanks, bye.
Thanks, Shamil. So guys, that's it. Okay.
I see Danny's got his hand up.
Danny hands up, so we're gonna hear from.
Let's give him the floor because it's.
Of course.
Let's give him the floor because let's hear from Danny. I'll be interested because he has. Go for it, Danny.
Danny, you can unmute.
Thank you. You said that you want to reach out to me and talk to me.
No, Danny, I already replied on one of your comments.
You did,
and you actually put a thumbs up on it yourself.
I've actually replied to you and given you my contact details and everything, and that was done 3 or 4 days ago.
Where did you send that? If it's on your...
The same
on-
place
I
where
don't-
you... To the same place that you posted the message
Oh,
to.
sorry, Danny, I'll be honest, I don't follow your channel all the time. So I have put my email address out there, so you can just email me, but you can happily just put your details in the chat here for everybody, Danny.
I'm
and I'll
pretty
take
easy.
your
I'm
details.
pretty easy to. I think that's a bit of a cop out. I'm actually really surprised that you said that because I'm pretty easy
Well,
to
Danny,
find.
this isn't about me, so just make your point, because you've gone and said things about me publicly, and you've never actually reached out to ask me any questions, and you've made all assumptions about me. So please take the floor now.
Rory, I've been
I'm willing to
following
listen.
you. I've been following you for
Since
the last.
2019.
If you want to keep talking, you go
Yeah.
for it. I thought you wanted me to talk.
Danny, go ahead.
Well, not if Rory's going to keep talking over me.
Go ahead, I'll be listening.
Are you going to keep talking over me, Rory?
Danny,
we had a presentation, we had a discussion. Are you going to share with us a thought or concept, please?
Well, I think you're going after Sam Lee in a legal manner is a waste of everyone's time and is creating false hope for people. And if you're going to do this as a group, then you can't hide behind you've got a lot of information and you're not going to share it with the community and then come out at the end and go, da-da. And I've just been through a $3.8 million court case with a scammer. And I had a brilliant legal team, so I should have an opinion on how to fight these guys.
okay. So what are you trying to say?
Well,
you want
have you
us
heard
to
of...
ask you to fight the legal case? What are you saying?
Well, I'm saying you've lost your money. Sam, I don't even believe Sam's got the money. So you're going after
Again,
the
that's
wrong
your
person.
opinion.
Well, it's not
That's
an
your
opinion. It's all over the
Okay.
internet at the moment. If you watch those YouTube videos about pig butchers, and there's always a bigger organisation above them. And, like you said, Sam's trapped in Dubai, can't leave, and so is Vivid. He's probably trapped as well. So is Chavez. And, Roy, I research you, and you might not like what I say, but you've got a history of promoting Ponzi schemes and scams. You lost a lot of money in Hyperverse, and only 3 weeks before you've come out and want to do a lawsuit against Sam, you're now leading and charging the battle when 3 weeks ago you were promoting him. And I don't even think a judge or a court or a legal system would even look at you.
Again, Danny, I respect your opinion, but I've already got legal counsel, and I already have people behind it, and I've already done the groundwork.
Who is it?
It's not for me. I'm not discussing
Well, that's the
that
problem,
with you,
mate.
Danny.
You want to be transparent. You
No,
want people
because
to give you... Excuse me.
I will be.
Excuse me. Are you going to talk over me again?
Well, you asked me a question, Danny, and I'm answering it. So, Danny, the problem is that you've broken our trust to actually give you information, okay? You made a lot of claims. The reason why I met up with Keith and Kalpesh was I was on a fact-finding mission in Dubai. Yet you've gone and plastered something completely different, and you've never actually understood the history of what took place the year before. You never understood that I've been in legal discussions with Sam since the year before that, and I have other information. So, you're welcome.
I don't believe so. I don't trust you, Roy. You're not trustworthy. Okay. And I have
okay,
also...
so Danny, all right, so let me meet you now. Thanks for your time, guys. Danny, we're not going to go down on that road right now. That is not why we are here.
You gaslight people
your views,
into saying the truth. When the truth starts coming out, you gaslight people. You've got the best conversation you had out of this whole meeting, and now you're going to cut me off.
We will have made a decision.
You guys don't want the truth. I've got more information about you and your Ponzi scheme, Roy, than you have.
The community that you actually were not a part of. So you are free to your views and your thoughts.
They're not thoughts. I have more facts than you guys.
Your views on this community at this point in time, at least not on this call. So thanks for what you have shared.
Dumbasses, idiots, loopy troopies. You mental idiots.
Very class act there with from Danny.
Fucking hell. Idiots.
So much,
boom.
Yeah, let me
put your
just
fucking head. Poof.
And then
yeah, idiots.
Hi. Yeah. Thank you guys for allowing me to try and speak. And Rory, Case, thank you so much for this platform. It's a pity we allowed Danny to actually come on the call. Danny is poison. He makes a living off poisonous things like this. He will never, ever be able to give any constructive feedback on any situation. The law case he's talking about, it's a lie. He hasn't done anything of that sort. He is one guy who appears naked on videos based in New Zealand and Australia there.
Well, that was interesting. So, there you go. So I managed to crash another Zoom meeting with a bunch of idiots who have all been and got a history of promoting Ponzi schemes. And now they want to come along at the finish line and wave their flag and say that they can help get monies back. It's just inconceivable. All they're doing is collecting your data, and they want to build a community, and they will drop another Ponzi scheme at you. Now, I've been involved in one called VidiLook lawsuit, and they got about 1,800 people in that. And then all of a sudden, that's when, what's his name? Oh, I've forgotten his name. Garrett comes along and drops his future fortune Ponzi scheme, and everyone just lets him do it. And I'm the admin, and I'm cutting him out. So Susan, the lady that ran the VidiLook lawsuit, started up that simply because she'd promoted the fact that everyone should join these Ponzi schemes and scams. And then all of a sudden, everyone loses all their money. So I know what I'll do. I'll start up a lawsuit, and I'll look like I'm one of the good guys, and I'm in the same boat. These guys are not in the same boat. They are leaders. As soon as there's another Ponzi scheme out there, the community that they're building by claiming that they're going to help you get your money back will be used to promote their next endeavor or their next venture. It's just ridiculous. Hey, and as for standing naked in a Zoom room, yeah, I did that because I could turn the camera on, the idiots left them on. And I was thinking, well, at least I won't be able to broadcast this one on YouTube, and it'll save some people. And that just shows you the extent that I go to stop these idiots and these childish people. I mean, Rory claims that he's reached out to me and I didn't give him a chance to speak. He posted a message on my YouTube channel, and as soon as I posted that message, I replied and said, yes, book a time with me. Here's my email address. Here's my phone number. And it's on the live recordings, the one that he posted on. You can go in there and you can see that message, look at the timestamps, not making that up, no reason to. And do remember, guys, I'm not one of the idiots that listen to these lies from these scammers and invested my money. I've never invested in a Ponzi scheme or a scam. I have no reason to fight your battles for you. And the purpose of my YouTube channel is to name and shame anyone running or promoting a Ponzi scheme or a scam. Now, Rory is pissed off because I've done a bloody good video exposing him. He's now trying to weasel his way into thinking that he just happened to knock on the door of Kalpesh's Patel 56th floor apartment to discuss possibilities of trying to get the money back. He's got his arms around Keith Williams. He started with K-bar or carrot bars. He's got his arms around the guy that ran that. That was one of the biggest Ponzi schemes ever. And here he is going to all the training and all the leadership meetings. 2 months ago, Rory, on the video that I did about him, there's a video there of him telling everyone to get into it and telling them not to miss out. Do you want to be a successful businessman or don't? And basically, if you don't, and you don't invest in this new VidiLook thing, you're going to lose out. This is the advice this guy gave you, I think, from memory, about 3 or 4 weeks ago. So now he's got a lawsuit, and he's trying to be a real leader. And he's claimed that one of his friends said he lost $2.8 million to Hyperverse. Now, if you lost that much money, would you jump in out of the fire and into the frying pan and start promoting other Ponzi schemes? He's like what you call a gambler. And he's lost all his money, but somebody on the table's decided to loan him some money. And he's using that money and he's doubling down, tripling down, hoping he can trade his way out of it. Hey, I was laying in bed and I stumbled across the Zoom meeting, jumped out of bed and pressed play. So I'm sorry you haven't got the full meeting, but I was quite amazed that my voice does have a say. So any information that you have or you'd like to share with me, please do go to heck.com, and I'll see if I can bring that up. And Rory, my phone number's on my website. I'm not hard to catch or find. I'll just bring it up and I'll go to the Zoom meeting. They kicked me out of the Zoom meeting. That's just not fair. I was just getting into it. I mean, here was an opportunity for them to have a yarn to me, and they weren't even interested. You know, it's just ridiculous. Website. So I'm currently getting a denial server attack that's lasted for 5 months from Stephen McCullough because he was pissed off. He lost his battle with me in court. But if you go to this website, which is deheck.com, you'll see on my Contact Us page, you'll see my full contact details, and you can actually tell me your story. So here's my phone numbers, my WhatsApps, everything, and there's no excuse for anyone to say, oh, I've reached out to him, but he won't let me speak. What a load of crap, Rory. You ring me, we can jack up a meeting and we'll record it and we'll broadcast it to the world so you can tell us how you're the man that's going to lead everyone out of the wilderness into the paradise of Ponzi schemes, for God's sake. And you notice, even though I overtalk him occasionally, it is just like that when you talk to these guys. They gaslight you and they just keep talking over you. These are trained professionals. I'm not a crypto genius, but I am a genius when it comes to parting with my money. I'm not going to give my money to any of these scammers. Yep, so go to my website. And also the other one that's really important, if you go to my YouTube channel, I don't get any money for doing this other than a few $100s a month from my YouTube channel for doing all these videos. But I truly value having you as a subscriber. And you can see here now that I'm actually live recording this. And this is the video that you want to go watch. It's the second video and it's all about Rory Conacher. Evidence do I have that Rory is a scam? I don't. But when I look at his history and see that he's been doing this, yeah, guilty by association and by the people that he's hanging out with. And if you go down to the chapters, if you go to the very bottom and go view all, you can see that I've got Rory here with his video. Where's that video? In here I've got him, must be, maybe it's that one there. Somewhere in here, I can't find it on the fly and I don't want to bore you guys, but if you go through the timelines, you'll actually see Rory promoting Sam Lee's project just a few weeks ago. He's also been behind MLM, and he was encouraging people to spend $100,000 to go into Hypernation so that, and there he is there with that guy I was telling you about. This is one of the biggest scammers, K-bars or carrot bars, whatever you want to call it. I call it K-bars. I don't know if that's correct or not. Anyway, there you go. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast. I'm Danny the Heck, a.k.a. the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger. This was a live stream that I stumbled across, and I thought I'd bring you into the picture. Sorry my picture's up off the air, but somehow Zoom and OBS don't like each other. Have a good day. See you guys.